In a landmark 2014 study, published in the journal Science, researchers placed participants in an empty room for 15 minutes. They had no phones, no books, and no distractions. They had only two choices: sit alone with their thoughts, or press a button to give themselves a painful electric shock. The result: 67% of the men and 25% of the women chose the electric shock. One man was so terrified of his own mind that he shocked himself 190 times in just 15 minutes. They preferred physical pain over the agony of facing their own thoughts. You might think you are different, but look at your life. The moment you wake up, the moment you drive, the moment you eat, you drown the silence with podcasts, music, and endless scrolling. You are terrified of the quiet. You are running from a ghost inside your own head. In the next few minutes, I will show you exactly why your mind became a hostile place and give you the biological code to reclaim your inner peace. The philosopher Blaise Pascal once said, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." But why is it so hard? The enemy is not just the algorithm. The enemy is your cognitive backlog. Every time you consume a piece of content, experience a stressor, or feel an emotion, your brain opens a psychological tab. In the past, human beings processed these tabs naturally. They walked in silence. They stared at the fire. They allowed their brains to digest the day. But you never close the tabs. You stack them. You use stimulation as an anesthetic to numb the unprocessed anxiety. The psychologist Carl Jung called this the shadow. When you sit in silence, the silence isn't empty. It is deafeningly loud, because it is the exact moment all your repressed fears, unresolved conflicts, and unlived ambitions finally have the space to scream at you. You are not afraid of the silence. You are afraid of the truth that lives inside it. Conventional advice tells you to meditate. They tell you to close your eyes, focus on your breath, and think of nothing. But trying to empty a flooded mind is a fool's game. You cannot peacefully meditate when there is a war raging inside your head. You need a different system. I call this protocol the sovereign stillness. Unlike traditional meditation that asks you to escape your thoughts, this protocol forces you to face them. It is not a relaxation technique. It is a psychological surgery. We are not going to ignore the noise. We are going to let the noise exhaust itself until it has nothing left to say. Here is how you execute the surgery. Phase 1. The isolation chamber. Find a room, remove your phone, remove the music, remove the books, just you and a chair. Sit down. Do not lie in bed, or your brain will associate it with sleep. Phase 2. The mental purge. Close your eyes. Do not try to control your breathing. Do not try to chant a mantra. Just sit there. Within the first 3 minutes, the panic will set in. Your brain will beg you for dopamine. It will remind you of embarrassing moments from 5 years ago. It will throw your deepest insecurities at you. Let it. Let the monster scream. Observe the chaos without fighting back. You are a sovereign, watching a storm from a tower. Phase 3. The anchor. Around the 15-minute mark, something miraculous happens. The mental backlog clears. The screaming stops. A profound, heavy stillness will wash over you. The tabs are finally closed. Only then do you open your eyes.
Most people fail this protocol because they fall into two traps. The first mistake is relying on guided meditation, listening to a soothing voice telling you to imagine a waterfall is still consumption. You are just replacing a loud distraction with a quiet distraction. To achieve true sovereignty, the only voice in the room must be your own. The second mistake is writing things down too early. Many people use journaling as an escape from feeling. When the anxiety hits during the silence, do not grab a pen to write it down. Feel it first. Let it burn through you. You can write after the storm has passed. Society builds endless empires of entertainment because a society that cannot sit in silence is a society that cannot think, and people who cannot think are very easy to control. A man who runs from his own thoughts will spend his entire life building someone else's dream. But a man who can sit in the dark, face his own demons, and find peace is untouchable. Right now, you are holding the device that is keeping you enslaved. Are you going to scroll to the next video to avoid the quiet? Or are you going to turn the screen off and face the silence? The choice is yours. Rule your reality.